Hey gang, Ronan here. As you can see in this game, we've got a clan battle with Captain Insano playing the Tier 10 Summers. With him on the team, Squidpent in Vermont, Average Joe in Ohio, Papa Pixlet in Des Moines, Bly in Manitar, 8th grade in Petropavlovsk, and Alf Radagast playing the Z52. They're squaring off against BGZ. And BGZ obviously big fans of Russian ships. Gosh, I wonder why. Um, yeah, in case you didn't notice, that was in air quotes, and there was a slash sarcasm after the end of it. Um, I haven't seen this. I know that this is a good game. I know that Cap really lit it up in this game, but beyond that, I really don't know anything about how the game takes shape. Now, uh, clan battles are maybe a better version of the game because in most cases, you're going to be on a team with a bunch of people that you've worked with in the game before. There's going to be direct vocal communication, which really helps. There's generally a shot caller who is, for example, saying, I want, you, and you. I need you at Charlie, you and you at B, and then I want, the others here with me at Alpha. Something along those lines. Chatting with someone on our Clan Battles team a few days back, he was saying that recently they've been trying having 2 shot callers, one on either flank, and that's been working pretty well. If you've never participated in clan battles, it's something I really recommend. It is very fun. I've only done it a little because life has, since March, handed me a whole lot of new challenges, I guess would be a good way to put it. And it hasn't left a whole lot of extra time. So despite that, it is something I know is fun, and I encourage you to try it if you haven't. And if you are interested in working with ICOP in that regard, whether you want to join the clan or you just want to join in as a merc, you can contact any of the ICOPs and they'll help put you in touch with the right people. Anyway, now you can see right now that Cap he's in radar range. The fact that he hasn't gone into the cap means Moskva doesn't really have any good reason to pop the radar just yet. Now, it might once those torpedoes get a little closer. You can see the Moskva is turned inside of him. Yep, as soon as he saw the torpedoes, there's the radar. Moskva's a threat for sure, but the real threat there is Nevsky. Turning in to avoid those torpedoes put Moskva behind the island. You can see the shots coming in from Nevsky there. Now, Summers, what can I tell you about Summers? It's a ship I have. It's a ship I really enjoy. It's a ship really that I should probably play a lot more than I do. In some regards, it's kind of a better gearing. I know that's certainly open for debate. The guns are 127s, which you're probably familiar with if you've played the USDD line. There are 8 barrels, 4 turrets, 2 barrels per turret. Base reload, 6 seconds. Solid rotation speed on the turrets, just like most of the DDs. It's not as fast as some, with 180-degree turn time on the turrets of 12.24 seconds. But still, very workable, even in a knife fight with another DD. HE shells do a max of 1,800 damage with a 5% base fire chance. Again, you're putting a lot of them downrange, so you're going to light some fires if you're using HE. Initial shell velocity is for both HE and AP, 792 meters per second, so pretty typical of the U.S. destroyer line. Great for getting over the tops of islands. Once something gets, I would say, 10 kilometers or better, pretty hard to hit things that are small. AP shells do a maximum of 2,100 damage. Torpedoes, well, if you're familiar with the gearing, and Moskva pushes in far enough to Spot our hero. He eats about 4,000 damage there, almost 4,100. The torpedoes, if you're familiar with gearing, you know that it's got 2 torpedo racks with 5 torpedoes in each. So you get 10 torpedoes, 16.5-kilometer range is what most people go with. As Cap lands 4 torpedoes on the Montana, nicely done. On the Summers, you're getting 3 racks with 4 each, so you get a little bit more torpedo power, and you also have the ability to cover lanes of transit. Ooh, nice. Drops a few torpedoes also on the Kremlin from the same grouping that went out some time ago. And so you've got 16.5-kilometer range on these as well. You don't have 5 per set like you do with the gearing, but you have an extra set, which is really nice. Max speed on the ship, 38.6 base. Slap a speed signal on that thing and you can go a little bit faster. Turning circle radius 620 meters. Rudder shift time 3.9 seconds. Now, while I've been talking about the particulars of the ship, the good guys have lost the Z-52 and the bad guys have lost Stalingrad. Some blind fire from Petro there. Yeah, again, gosh, I wonder why the red team brought so many Russian ships into the game. Lots and lots of radar. Incredibly accurate guns, even at range. As Kremlin eats 5 torpedoes and is sunk. Nice job, Cap. All right, if you keep it score, that's 11 torpedo hits, 6.5 minutes into the game. 5 floods on those torpedo hits, 1 incapacitation, and 1 ship sunk. Now, it's really no wonder that Cap hasn't put these guns to use, because anything within range is probably capable of lighting you up with radar. So it won't surprise me if the guns, really won't surprise me if the guns aren't used at all this game. Will that Petro keep going the same way? I really wonder. You just never know. This is World of Warships. Despite the fact that he has to know there's a destroyer here because he's been watching torpedo after torpedo trend come between those islands. Moskva's pushing up into the Charlie Cap. Average Joe laying some shots down on him. I think Bly has probably got his broadside, although the island might be getting away here shortly. Enemy Shimakaze takes out Squidpin and the Vermont. Average Joe does finish off the Moskva. And wonder that Petro did keep going. And Cap in the Summers with his torpedoes absolutely wrecked him. So that's 15 torpedo hits now in less than 8 minutes. 7 floods on those torpedo hits, sitting at 172,000 damage. With only 2,500 hit points left. Cap is going to speed back this way, I think, and help secure the Cap. No, Joe's already got it, and Papa, in the meantime, has picked up Alpha. Now, there's a shimmer behind the lines. You can see the last known position on the mini-map there was, I guess, at Echo 1. Cap knows that there's a Nevsky out here somewhere. He's just flooding that lane. I imagine he's talking to Joe, just saying, hey, don't push forward. Let's just figure out where he is. And well within radar range, Cap is running for the hills. Really one good volley from Nevsky, and that would probably be it for Cap. So he's falling back. Now, if Nevsky decides to push into Joe, those torpedoes are definitely going to be a threat, which might keep him on a particular line, and that could allow Joe to get Joe or Papa, who's now flanked the other side, to get his broadside and finish him. Yeah, you can see there was a big shot. Nevsky's about sunk. Really great job, ICOP. Secured all the caps. Shima must have fallen back. You can see the last known position marker now is at Echo 3. And using the island, Cap put some shells in the air. But you can see how floaty those shells are. Gets detected briefly. Throw some smoke down to stop that. Looks like Nevsky might be trying for a ram. Elias putting shots out on the Shima as Papa finishes off the Des Moines. And this game is all over with shouting. Somebody's going to finish off that Shima. Everybody knows where he is now. Great game, Cap. I mean, really, that's 172,000 damage in a clan battle. That's pretty impressive. See you next time.